Snapfire type stuff.
Interesting that you mentioned that He's been out in the game for 3 years or something. But yes, new hero. That's going to be getting rid of what are we calling it? A dual raises puck. The coil is annoying when you're a centaur, right? We can't. The stampede becomes completely useless. I am surprised they're leaving the Mars though, because Mars is also very good against centaur and his friends.
Who are Centaur's friends?
I mean, his teammates, like him and whoever's caught in the arena. None of them can stand.
Wait, why can you invade my private space? What the hell? I can't do it to you.
Look, hey, Earthshaker. Told you, desires loves the Earthshaker, picks it up. Now for the other side, again, I feel like you want to take a Mars if you can get your hands on it for Norma, and I guess Mars and Snapfire, and that's just a nice duo right there.
Yeah, pretty much. We'll see if they're gonna go for that.
Although,
if they're gonna go that route, or will they just go for something else? What about a Kez? Have you seen any Kez lately?
No. I'm surprised that I think I've seen maybe once, but that's about it. I haven't really felt his impact in the meta just yet. I think that teams are still either figuring him out or he's weak, one or the other.
I saw him in a couple of games, man. That didn't look weak at all. He gets bursted down sometimes, but he bursts people down so much. And God forbid that you lose a fight close to your base. He takes down towers in 3 seconds. It's actually kind of dumb.
I'm looking at this draft. I'm wondering, do you want to take Snapfire Mars? The enemy team isn't taking Snapfire Mars. So I'm guessing that they might wait for it to take it later. That's going to be a Tusk.
Maybe then a Dawnbreaker?
I'm more likely for Flacco. So I still think they can take the Mars and Snapfire if they want.
Oh, you think this is going to be a core Tusk?
No. I'm thinking it's going to be... No, it's going to be, position 4. My bad, sorry. They already have the Chen, so it's going to be 5 Chen, 4 Tusk.
Thank you. I hope that I might see a 2 Tusk from Panda, but that's fine, I guess. So no Mars Snapfire. I'm sorry, Otomo. It's just not gonna happen. Mars might happen though. Whenever I see a Tusk, I'm leaning more towards the Dawnbreaker as like a laning partner, and that hero hasn't been picked in Tier 2 Dota from what I've seen lately. That hero has looked amazing.
She received a lot of nerfs, but even still, the Axe is good. Like, went from 3-second to 2-second healing, but you still get the faster jump, BKB piercing, and I like your point, right? With the tag team Starbreaker, you do insane amounts of extra damage. But finally, the Mars comes out. We've been talking about it. This is a good way to lock Centaur and friends of Centaur.
Okay. So it's just whatever his teammates are, but friends. I thought there were maybe a couple of heroes that you thought about when you said Centaur and friends, but seems to not be the case. You're just pulling my leg, Otama.
Probably Enchantress. Should be a good friend. All right, for Team T, Enchantress is banned. So is the Warlock. There is a Pugna, but I don't know how much you like Pugna in a lane like this. I think they go for the Dazzle.
Okay. At least the Bloodsport arena doesn't prevent you from using the Grave, as far as I know.
Doesn't it? I think it does, actually. Because I remember this was something tested in one of those streams where someone used it and they tried to even click on the portrait, and you can't do that. Like, you can't get him to use his Shallow Grave. So I think that it does prevent
Full list of errors. Pugna ulti doesn't work. Lion Mana Drain doesn't work. Rubik Lift doesn't work. If Rubik steals Arena and uses Lift in it, it works. Jagger Omnislash hits only once. Ember Chains don't work. Gyro Rocket Barrage activates but does no animations, equals 0 damage. Luna Eclipse, no damage. Mirana Starstorm secondary attack hits, but the main one doesn't. Skywrath Concussive Shot doesn't work. Panga ulti has a minor animation glitch, losing speed when casting ult inside. And that's about it. So that means that the Grave should work.
No, but I mean, isn't the thing itself that you shouldn't have any vision?
No, that's not Bloodsport. That's the other one.
Oh, the other one.
Wait, maybe. Right. Am I wrong? Did I just call it out wrong?
Just
a moment. My bad. Victory Feast. Yeah. When you have a Victory Feast facet, Mars Arena is bugged for those heroes that I just said, which is so weird.
Yes, because you mentioned Bloodsport. I was like, Bloodsport shouldn't like.
Yeah, my bad.
So the Dazzle is out. What's interesting is that Shigitsu might be playing this as a carry dazzle. I think that's actual
Really?
possibility. Yeah, he plays kind of active. It could work for him. I'm not saying it's 100%, and they're definitely Inner Circle doesn't believe that because they got rid of the Tear Blade, but it's possible. For now, Inner Circle, they need a Y hero. They got rid of the Ursa, the Sven. Troll Warlord is in the pool if they want him.
Well, they can ban him.
They can. I mean, if the esports does, I mean, if Inner Circle does want, they can. But I wonder if they want the troll themselves.
I don't know.
honest-
Wouldn't be too bad, to be
You know
honest.
I'd rather ban the AM, take the Medusa. But no, they banned the Life Stealer. Okay. I hear that's very good against the Mars Arena. Abaddon
Maybe a
is in
TA.
TA. TA is in the pool. I like TA. I don't know if I want Medusa. I don't like Anti-Mage either. I feel like there's too much long-range stun from the Earthshake. I want something very tanky like an Abaddon, a Dragon Knight.
Are you gonna have damage issues then?
Abaddon, I always feel like Abaddon's damage is very lackluster, to be fair with you. They
Listen
go
to
for the
me.
team.
Listen to me, Otomo. Just listen. This is, in my mind, if you're Team T, you should pick a troll here 100%, right? It looks
100%.
amazing. Another good hero is a Juggernaut.
Marcy's in the pool, by the way. That's something that Team T has been playing a lot if they want it. But I don't like Marcy too much in this lane.
I mean, lane fine, but in the game, not so much. One thing I know, Otomo, is that we're not going to be seeing a carry dazzle. That's one thing that I'm going to tell you. I have no idea.
Coming up from Team T in the end, you know? Carry Abaddon is kind of meh. I think Warwick's going to have to do a lot on this Queen of Pain because, you know, she's going to have to like supplement the damage that's missing. She's good at it for sure. You know, Centaur, not the biggest damage dealing offlaner either. I don't know. I don't love the Team T draft. The only problem with the other side is they're playing with a stand-in. Will Panda fit in? We'll see. But I'm going to go with Inner Circle. I like that draft a lot more.
I mean, I haven't watched these teams much, but to me, this is a really good Abaddon pick. One hero I'm not 100% sold on is a Dazzle, but you're laning versus two melee heroes, so he should do well.
Yes.
In my mind, so I'm gonna go up against you, Otomo. I feel like this Team T lineup is quite good, right? You've got timings on the Shaker and the Abaddon pretty much at the same time. Centaur, once you get some damage mitigation, you might even go for a Crimson Guard in this game. It's amazing versus all of these Inner Circle heroes. You don't have clear burst on Inner Circle, so Grave is gonna be easy to use, especially because the Abaddon is in front. I like this Team T lineup. It's actually not half bad.
No, I don't think it's bad at all. I just like the other side a little bit more. You know, you have the heal coming out from the chin. You have the save from the tusk. I love the arena. I think that's the biggest team fight spell in this game. And one thing is that there's not a whole lot of catch for this Ember. You know, there's basically Earthshaker Fissure. If that doesn't land, this Ember should be able to, you know, run rampant if he wants to. So I like that a lot for the Inner Circle side. So we disagree. We haven't worked together for a while, so naturally we're just gonna disagree, right? That's just how it works.
Why? Does it work that way? I thought because we didn't see each other that we're gonna be on the same foot, but I can't say that I dislike the Inner Circle lineup. There's a lot of merit to it, but I'm seeing whatever they have, there is a response on the other side.
Yep.
That's my
and Flacco is going for the Satyr Convert on the Chen. You use this to make a Satyr send in mid, helps you a lot, especially because the Ember versus the Quap matchup is pretty nice for the Quap, so being able to burn her mana helps the Ember quite a bit. Overall, we are split. Dire for me, wrong for you. I mean, sorry, Radiant. Sorry, it came out wrong. My bad.
You mean it came out Radiant?
Yeah, there you go.
Either way, we're gonna see some late smokes. Is this classic Let Me At 'Em smoke, or do they really want to fight?
I don't think. I feel like if we're gonna fight, Inner Circle has a slight advantage. Maybe it's hard to tell, right? You have Fissure, Hoof Stomp, Shield on one side. The other side, you've got Chains and Snowball or Shards. Mars is pretty good. I don't think either side really has a big advantage fighting early on. TA's damage is pretty good.
Yeah, if you do walk into her, the armor reduction can make sure that somebody dies. How many rings of protection did the Centaur get? Only one. Okay, I guess it makes sense. You just want the Helm of the Iron Will as fast as possible. Ottomo, most exciting lanes. Talk to me. Where are we gonna set our sights on?
I feel like bottom lane could be some action. Mars and Tusk versus Abaddon and Dazzle. Offense versus defense. Shield and Graves versus Snowball and damage. That would be pretty cool for me.
You look at Abaddon and the Dazzle as like defense, dude. I look at these two as like we are gonna smash you in the face, right? Curse of Avernus, Poison Touch. Good luck getting away from that.
We'll see. I mean, he did take Nothal Boon on Dazzle, so it's not gonna be the Poison Bloom instead. I kind of feel like I like the other one more, but in a game like this, that extra shield could be very useful. And for some reason, it's red. Is it all damage or is it just physical?
What do you mean?
When you get the thing on it, it says that it makes a shield, but doesn't tell you if it's the barrier. If
I
it's
think
like
it's
physical.
all. I think it's all damage. Like,
But it's
why would
usually
it be
a red.
physical?
I don't know why it's always red when it comes out. And I've seen blue barriers are magic, red barriers are physical.
Really?
Yeah. Poor Fernandez.
Is he gonna live here? There's boots on the. Okay, he went for a snowball, so that's enough to counter the poison touch. 3.5 seconds poison touch, 3 seconds the snowball. So you will be able to most likely take it off before he continues to attack you. How about the top lane? Right, we discussed the bottom lane. Are we gonna see some action, or is it just gonna be what we're seeing right now? Desire pulling the waves.
Desire definitely want to pull the lanes, pull the wave. I don't think that he's gonna be able to do too much anyway, And Centaur, you go up, you take too much damage from the TA. I like what they're doing at the top for Team T. Right,
Okay.
You look at the lane, you think maybe the best thing we can do is avoid laning sometimes. Nice D ward there, but Fernandez should be able to body block it. He goes in the corner, but takes a couple of hits for his trouble. He's trying.
Shit. There happening. So what about the mid lane, right? Quap versus the Ember. How does that matchup go? Okay, don't answer it because the Ember is demolishing the Quap at the moment. And can we see last hits, please?
By the
Observer, let's go.
4. I didn't think he'd get 4. Warwick blinks and gets the Water Ruin. But yeah, see, this shield is blue because it's a Flame Guard shield.
What do you mean? It's red.
It's blue. The red is his health. He's got a blue barrier on top.
Oh, okay. That's what you meant.
And so the same thing happens with Dazzle. He gets red barriers, and I'm almost like, is that a normal barrier or is that just a physical damage barrier?
It doesn't say a physical damage barrier.
It says barrier, right? Yeah. Meanwhile, top lane looks like UI is having a decent time. So far, it is only mid as Warwick is really struggling.
And Warwick is no pushover, right?
No.
I mean, I understand Ember is solid versus the Quap in terms of CSing especially, but this is a bit too much.
It's not like there's a Satyr. There you go. Another Satyr's coming. That's a big part of it, right? The Satyr comes mid, burns a lot of mana. It's quite a bit of damage as well. It's almost 100 damage and mana burn each time he uses it. 96 exactly.
Is it get 3 times less CS damage? Because I don't think that this is justifiable in any way.
I don't think it should be that bad either. Maybe it's like, I don't want to. You move a bit out of the lane, but it can be like you start being super passive because of it. It is. He is tripling him in CS. My God, 21-7 on an Ember versus Quap matchup.
Warwick, he's gonna have to secure the water runes, and I don't think that's gonna be allowed because look at what Flacco is doing. He's gonna be killing that water rune right now. It might allow Desire to get it. Nope, just gets the deny. So no water rune for the Quap. You have to go back to base. There's no other way.
Brutal, and you are really relying on that Queen of Pain to sort of make that early space until the Abaddon gets the Radiance. Otherwise, your playmaking is kind of minimal. It's just gonna be a little bit CS there. Desire! Courier! Courier! Blocked!
Got it.
Poor Courier.
POI wasn't microing it properly there because he was being stunned by the Centaur, so was looking at ways to survive rather than trying to keep his Courier alive. But overall, a pretty quiet start. No kills, nobody falling low. It's not something that you want to see.
It depends. I mean, but I feel like this favors, inner circle a little bit more. As a little bit like, oh, they're going, they're doing the thing.
Oh, he missed the spear. Why didn't he just send him away? Why did he try to spear him to the tower? That's greed if I've ever seen it.
Wow. Okay. Norma. That is not what I thought he was going to be able to do. Huh.
Yeah, the Tusk is rotating towards the top lane, so that's why he was left alone. And this is a problem. Versus a Dazzle and an Abaddon, you get left alone, you die. That's just how it is. These guys are just relentless in terms of chasing you down.
It is crazy to me that he missed the spear as well. He didn't even try to use like a God's Rebuke for distance, you know? He had both spells available. He's like, I'm just going to try and spear, and loses his life.
I think he was low on mana, though. I think it was you have to use one or the other.
You know what's crazy? Warwick hit level 6 before Panda. The Quap is 6, the Ember isn't.
Did we miss something? Was there like Ember got his CS somewhere else? Or what the hell?
No, it just... Somehow there's the magic of Dota. And you look at it, Ember is only 300 gold ahead of the Quap, despite at one point tripling in CS. It's not... Doesn't seem like they're really bothered on TeamTea with how things have gone.
Well,
good for you.
Why would there be? Maybe because if you look at this mid lane, the difference in terms of net worth isn't that huge. The biggest difference is on the bottom lane, as they do go for a snowball. Nice stun from Cloud. Desire is going to be coming in. Fernand's in a lot of trouble and will be taken out. Cloud gets the kill. Inner circle helpless. Their attempt right next to the enemy tower was a bit overreaching there for sure.
That was very hopeful, wasn't it? I was like, really? You're snowballing in there? That's two very questionable moves by Inner Circle. The spear miss like that was crazy. And then the attempt, I don't know what they're doing on Inner Circle right now.
Well, right now they're just farming, trying to find something on the map. She gets to his level 6, so killing him is going to be quite a lot more difficult than what you would want. TA is farming well, though. I guess that last pick for now is working out, which is to be expected versus a Centaur in lane.
Yep, and I think that also the TA should overtake the Abba net worth at some point, you know, just because she's a natural farmer until he gets the Radiance. But a start like this, with First Blood going to Shigetsu, it's looking very nice for TeamTea. We have a very good icon, by the way, an actual teacup. Oh my god.
Well, they are TeamTea, and you wouldn't be able to present it any other way. The inner circle, I'm not so sure about because it's not a circle.
It looks like the GameCube, remember?
Yeah. Panda gonna get slowed down by the poison touch. There's the refresh, but they're not gonna go for him. Haste bottle by Warwick. This tower looks very much dead. Nice rotation from Cloud, bringing in the Troll Summoner, and that's gonna be a tower dead. The Troll Summoner was nerfed, just so you know, Optimo. This creep was nerfed, and now it doesn't push as fast.
I think it was the skeletons, right? The rally from 3 to 2.
Yep.
But my god, it doesn't seem like it makes any difference as right now. Oh, okay.
They want to go for Warwick. He's just threatening with his ulti. Panda will have to remnant away, and that will leave the Tusk all alone. So now the question is, can he escape? And, well, we're going to get the answer to that question very quickly. Stampede being used. The Co-op doesn't care. Top lane, they are going for the TA. There's the ulti on Panda. He actually survived it. Needs one more hit. It's not going to be enough TP out from Panda. He's going to be fine. But the TA did die on the top lane, so it is still going to be a victory across the board for TeamTea. And Inner Circle, at the moment, in this early game, are completely helpless.
And look at that. Look at all the skeletons as well, pushing fast as Flacco. Is he going to be alright? Well, is he going to make it out? But it is massive amounts of damage to the Inner Circle draft. This Quap, who was kind of shut down, is now 500 gold ahead of the Ember Spirit.
It could have been even more, right? If he had gotten the kill, the Ember Spirit should be counting his lucky stars. Again, that nerfed creep is trying to push down the tower. Won't be able to do it just yet, but very soon that's going to be happening. Huge versus a TA, because he only now hit level 6. Not going to be able to cover himself with traps. Mars, TPing in. Want to go for Cloud. They don't have the Stampede. The arena is ready. Norma doesn't want to show himself, but it seems that TeamTea are somewhat aware of what's going on.
All this, and we still haven't even seen Desire's Earthshaker, who is very good at the hero. Oh, they're going for it.
Well, let's see what they can do. He cannot spear to the edge of the arena. They already lost Fernand. Now that it's gonna be happening. Nice grave TP out. Soneko says, I'm out, and you cannot do anything about it. Desire gonna be slowing them down, so they don't do anything more to Cloud, who was already pretty far up in terms of HP, so never even gotten close to dying.
Inner Circle is like maybe 2 bad team fights away from calling this game. You know what I mean? Like, they're up against a pretty good pushing draft with the way that they're itemized on this Centaur. Your team should be the one making space. Ember, Mars, Tusk. And I don't really... You have the better late game, but it's not by much. You know, like late game Earthshaker. Late game Earthshaker is pretty good, but you have Mars Arena. I think that's better.
I don't know, man. I'm looking at this late game of TeamTea. The Queen of Pain for me is like the strongest hero out of all 10 of them, and I'm not sure. You might be right, but I'd feel more confident with this Dazzle and the Quap.
True, and it's not like Chen late game is kind of, you know, the auras don't become as useful as Norma. He's tilted.
Slowed down. Fernand needs to slow them down. Needs to do it now. Look at Shigetsu coming forward. They're going to use the Stampede and going for Fernand, who's going to have to snowball to keep himself alive. Going on to Shigetsu, waiting there with the shield active. And he's just going to run him down. One more hit needed. And goodbye, Fernand. He did have the one charge. Shigetsu waiting for that shield to pop. He can skill his ulti if he wants to. Decides against it. And Norma, you want to fight me? Really? You might want to decide against that one, as Shigetsu's ulti doesn't even get popped. He didn't skill it up just yet, as the Quap joining in on the fray. Sonic Wave not needed for the Norma kill. 7-0. And this is a pretty big stomp thus far.
And they already have the Relic on the Abaddon at 11 minutes. He's probably going to have like a 14-minute Radiance at this point. And you look at the other side, like, my God, how are we going to deal with this? I mean, you're hoping that Panda can make some space on this Ember Spirit, but it is not looking like that's going to happen at all.
He cannot even get that initial kill for the initial earn charge. He's just farming the jungle at the moment with his level 4 in the Flame Guard. Things are definitely looking rough at the moment. But when does that change? That's the real question.
Also, guys, I don't really like the Vessel build up on the Emperor. You're up against an Abaddon, and the Abaddon will stick to his team later on once they have the Relic. That's usually one of the bad advantages of Abaddon. Very strong mid-game timing. He's going to be removing the Vessel on a lot of people. So I don't like it for that. Flacco, he's dead. Oh, Soneko actually gets the kill.
Yeah, overtime. I think Desire tried to take it for himself because he wants the Blink Dagger. He's actually quite close to it, to be honest.
Itemizing in Dota is such a big deal because if you buy the wrong item, it's kind of like your gold. You know, let's say you have like 7,000 gold. You buy a useless item and 3,000 of your gold is gone. It's not for no, it brings you no value. And that's how I feel about the Spirit Vessel, which currently has no charge, by the way.
He can die to get it. Yes. I think that's more likely to happen than him killing somebody at the moment. Unfortunately.
The TA is farming well. At least UI is, he's getting there in terms of item. He's going straight up Deso, which means that he probably wants to join his team for some of these early fights. But 13.5 minutes Radiance being finished. Ouch.
Yeah, that's a pretty early timing for an Abaddon. I mean, he's having such a free game at the moment, and he's going to continue doing it. They're going to be looking towards Norma. There's the slow. Here comes the projection, as he will have to use the arena, but the projection doesn't care. He continue chasing forward. They're going to use the Stampede. Dodges the spear. You cannot hit me. God's rebuke. Your shield is not nearly strong enough to keep TeamTea away from you.
And guess what? They also get the Shrine as well. Oh, my Lord. There's nothing good happening for Inner Circle. There's the TA farm. That's about it. But everything else is an absolute disaster. Blink Dagger, about 700 gold away for the Mars. That's nice. Gonna help them out a little bit if you can get a jump on someone. But yikes, we're in trouble is what I would feel as well.
Maybe that's on the TA will be the difference maker. Yoi, he's still pretty much uncontested when farming, so his game is going well. You still have something to fall back on, and they'll go for a smoke without that TA. So I'm not so set and certain that they're gonna have enough damage.
It's a risky move, not taking basically your strongest hero. But
Let's
to be
see.
fair, they Desire, could they catch him?
Goes for the echo, and there was a lot of creeps. They already took a lot of damage. Here comes Soneko as well. So now you
The
have the grave to protect you.
heals.
Soneko turns around, uses the null projection. Nice fissure onto the two of them. The Ember has to run away. No earn charges for you still.
10-0 is the score. 7,000 gold lead for Team T. Gavin says 76% chance to win. It might come down to like one fight with the TA and hope for the best. But if the TA joins the fight and they lose it like convincingly, that's it. There's no comeback for Inner Circle.
Well,
Oh, there's a pause. All right. Okay, it's okay, guys. I know the game's tough, but we can win. We can do it. This is what Norma's saying to his team right now.
how do you feel about it? If you were in his team and he was saying something like that, would you trust him, or would you be like, my teammate is just giving us false hope?
I think it says a lot for your team if one guy tries to hype you up when you're losing. Because to be fair, if Norma can jump and get a good spear, separate one person from the team with an arena, it's not impossible, right? We've seen worse. We've seen worse. What were you? What kind of teammate were you? Were you the guy who was like, "Oh no, it's over"? Or were you like, "We can do it"?
I was a we can do it guy, and I
Uh,
never played with people who said it was over, but I would get annoyed if I'd have a player who would sigh a lot, right? I
oh
played
yeah.
with a guy once, and whenever we lose a fight, you can hear,
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm like, stop blowing in your microphone, please, if that's not a problem. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's I would have preferred it be like, guys, can we call GG? I don't want to play this anymore. Than
yes. Or with their nose, and you're like, come on, dude. Like, I know we're losing. Like, you don't have to, but it's like they're irritated with their own teammates, and that's usually a very bad sign. But
who knows? Maybe your teammates deserve to be for you to be
maybe,
irritated.
but I was the teammate. I never deserved it, I
Okay,
think.
okay, okay.
Mm.
If you say so. Mars does have a blink dagger. The TA has the death, so items are there for the inner circle. Uh, let's
If
see.
you can, you gotta jump on Saneko though. I feel like it's too risky to go on anyone else. Oh, that's Desire. Could
That's
he
not
die?
Soneko, and they might get him down. He's
There you
dead.
go.
16 minutes in, they're gonna get their first kill. Inner circle. Cloud coming in as the halberd. He can disarm Yoa if he wants to.
Jeez.
Gonna be going over traps. Stampede at the ready. Fernand's coming in. There's the Stampede, and inside of the arena, he's not gonna move. Here comes the Abaddon. Can he get the shield on him? Yes, they can get the shield, and the Grave doesn't want to get the stun off there onto the snowball, so he will stop it. They didn't manage to heal him in time. It's a 5 versus 3 right now. TP out from Flacco, not gonna be happening. Finally, Team T, they get something in return. Oh, sorry, that was Fernand's. Flacco is now being chased down by Warwick, who has an arcane rune. Here comes Shigetsu. The damage output, it is enough. The two of them, they really do pack a punch, but for the first time in this game, Inner Circle, they get a better trade.
Oh yes. I mean, they killed a centaur. They were able to kill the Earthshaker earlier. They do lose both of their supports, but I think you're very happy with that. As we can see, Yawai, he is a factor. And as this TA, did he get any damage charges? He did from the kill on Cloud. Uh-huh. Now, if that fight went badly, I think there'd be a lot of sighing on the Inner Circle. They'd be like, we lost
but it went okay. That's
okay.
That's the biggest deal. The TA is not going for a blink dagger. He's going instantly into a BKB. So definitely doesn't feel like they've got the advantage, but now Team T, they're the ones that are making the aggressive move onto the center. They go.
Yeah.
There's the Spirit Vessel. Here comes the Snowball. Spear is at the ready. They just need a nice connection and will be able to do it. Here comes the Dazzle from the side. Echo Slam just in time. You are not killing my buddy. And he will be able to get himself away. Panda doing his best to escape, which is not going to happen. He actually does have a remnant to the low ground, but next to the Queen of Pain, we're going to be looking at Why? Because we have to close our eyes as Inner Circle are getting destroyed in this team fight.
Oh, Desire. I've seen this so many times. His Earthshaker's so good. And of course, a lot of it is because Cloud was able to sort of group them up together like that. But it was almost a good pick off for Inner Circle, getting that Centaur. This is the problem with when the net worth is that big. If they had a couple more items, a couple more levels, that Centaur would have been dead for sure because he barely survived.
Pretty
Shigetsu.
much.
They're teleporting top. I wonder if they're actually thinking they can defend this on inner circle. Seems a bit risky.
I mean, defending tier 2s is not that hard nowadays in Dota. I feel like you would agree.
It
Very
is very
hard
important.
towers to take down.
Well, it doesn't look like they're struggling that much on Team T. They just put
Yeah,
Shigetsu in
to
the
be
front.
honest.
I'm like,
Yeah.
is Harry pulling my leg? It doesn't look like he's struggling.
No, not at all. That looked quite
But
easy. The TA is at the top of the network chart. I
yes,
guess to be expected. This is what you said, that she is going to be out farming everybody at some point.
it does come at the cost of the bodies on her own team, right? She's like, let me put them all in the meat grinder while I farm up. Once she does have the BKB, I don't believe anything actually even pierces it apart from the Sonic Wave. So it's a very good BKB game for sure.
The thing is, I don't
Mhm.
see him killing a lot of heroes during it, right? Because you need
Yeah.
a long team fight to kill a Dazzle, Abaddon, Centaur. These are not easy heroes to bring down.
If Norma can jump and catch a couple of heroes, one of them being the Dazzle, I think you can get some pickoffs with UI. The problem is that he doesn't have a blink dagger, so it might take him a while to actually get on top of a person to hit them. Panda, I am so against this spirit vessel on the Ember Spirit. I feel like it was such a bad choice in this game.
I mean, you're
It,
gonna have to get over it, Otomo, because he has
I
it,
think
and that's it.
so,
He's not selling.
but I don't want to get over it. I want to.
You want to
No, but you're right.
complain?
A little bit. No, I want to sigh. Is that right?
No, just complain. Be a
Okay.
man. Do it. Do it directly.
The problem with it as well is that later on in the game you're gonna have to replace it at some point, but that's fine. That's a later issue. He is going for a Kaya for a little bit more magic damage into the Aghanim's shard. I like the Aghanim's shard for the Ember Spirit. It's quite fun.
They're gonna go bottom. There's the Echo Slam Sonic Wave. They're doing everything they can
Oh,
into this TA. And this is a good start to the fight. Yo, and now he pops the BKB. He's in a good
solid
position.
arena.
They're trying to finish them out, but they can't. They're way too tanky. Cloud is gonna be surviving. Desire gonna get graved. Yo, where are you gonna go?
Why?
Well, nowhere, because you've got no Blink Dagger. You only have death coming your way. Inner Circle will lose 2 heroes. They're gonna lose the 9-second BKB charge, and they will be pushed back.
Panda wasn't even the fight. This is a bit of a disconnect. We mentioned Panda is a stand-in, and if you had the Ember there, it could have been very different. Of course, we'll never know because he wasn't, but potentially the next fight if Ember shows up. A bad reveal though for the first BKB on the TA. Very unfortunate.
Pretty
16.
bad. They thought they could survive. I actually thought for a second that was going to be a good fight, but
Yes.
it's obvious they don't have the damage. Even with this TA being as strong as he is, you have to go for a Daedalus immediately. He's queuing up a Pike. I don't know if that's going to work, right? Just go full on damage and hope for the best.
I can't blame him as well. Oh my lord! Look at this.
No mana on the Ember, so they're going to get on top of him, and that's going to be it. Cloud is even waiting on the next Remnant if he had somehow got the mana to get back.
I love how Desire was able to catch him. This guy. Meanwhile, this was a spirit. Could they get the kill? Doesn't seem like it. They might lose people actually.
That is a dead Mars, and Yoa is in so much trouble. They're chasing him down. Nozzle projection. He might have to BKB if he wants to survive. Or did he use
Oh
it? He
dear.
doesn't have it for 5 seconds. Yoa is dead. Goodbye, 5 heroes.
There you go.
Never are you going to win this game. And GG has already been called 22 and a half minutes, Otomo. That's how long it took.
Brutal game for Inner Circle. As Team T mid lane, it was looking like, oh, that could be the lane that Ember wins, and he kind of does. But then the Queen of Pain recovers completely, even spares him at one point, doesn't kill him, and lets him go. Top bomb lane, there was no aggression. You were saying, right, like sorry, not the Centaur, the Abaddon and Dazzle, they can just run down the Mars. They did at one point kill him actually, so that was a bit unfortunate as well. In top lane, I mean, Flacco was kind of helping me.
I guess Chen Abaddon, man, that's an annoying lane penitence, and then just smack you, smack you, smack you. Though I feel like with a solid position forward that you can do okay in,
Stunner.
in that lane. So Snapfire, let's go. That's the
Snapfire.
most obvious choice, but
This, I was thinking maybe Disruptor as well could be an option, just because it gives you vision of the Hoodwink in the trees. The Glimpse is something that you really can't do much against if you're the Abaddon. So I would mind Snapfire or Disruptor for Nance. And then maybe they pick a mid laners, or they pick the carry, give Pan the last pick.
your question,
Reminder?
Otomo, did somebody punch you here?
No.
Because there's like a line here, or maybe you cut yourself during shaving. I'm not sure. Do you
There,
see it? Do you
I
see
don't
it
see
on
anything.
camera?
I've always had a bit of a gap in the mustache. It's always been like that.
Oh no, it's like I don't know. That's I never noticed it. But if somebody touched the Otomo, we're gonna deal with them together.
Oh, thank you, thank you. I wish someone would touch me these days. But in the meantime, Inner Circle going deep into the reserve time right now. As we mentioned, Snapper Disruptor for 4. Maybe take your carry because you kind of know ish that it's going to be Abaddon carry. Really taking their time on this one though.
Yeah, but you don't see the. I guess you can pick a puck here as well, right? That could be an option.
True.
I'd love puck Snapfire. That for me would be amazing for Inner Circle. You'll go Doom. That's a counter to the Abaddon. It is a carry that you wanted to see.
Doom, huh? That's unusual. It is good against also the healing coming out from like the chin if you do someone else, but unusual to see that. I'd like them to go with the puck as well right now, just because the enemy team has no catch that the puck can't dodge, right?
I think though they're gonna wait for the last pick now, right? I would be surprised if they pick a core right now. An obvious core like a puck, I'd be fine with some flexing, but
Inner Circle also has overall last pick. So picking a puck right now, you are gonna have two potential counters coming out. So I agree with you.
Maybe like a Lash. Lash could be a good one if you want to flex it up, but I'm still thinking a Snapfire is like the best one. I'm not sure if there's any other heroes that I see that are as popular. Maybe like a Wind Ranger.
Snapfire comes out. That's going to so we are going to have the Doom core along with the Centaur on the other side. They have to pick a core. They have both of their supports. Who are they going to showcase at the moment?
Storm Puck, I love Storm.
like it that much. You know, you're up against Doom. The Stampede can help people run away, but fine. And then goes the Earthshaker pick for the other side. I like a lot. It's a nice bit of control that you're needing. That first initial stun that sets up the cookie, that sets up the hoof stomp. It's pretty damn good damage. Inner Circle, better draft. We're gonna go, yeah.
Yeah, I think so as well, right? Because I don't like this last ban from TeamTea. Like, why did you ban a Dragonite when you knew that you were going to be going for a Timbersaw? And you already have an Abaddon, which is pretty much a counter to the DK in almost every way. Removes your stun and removes your regeneration. And then now you're going to have to deal with the Shaker, where you cannot remove his stun because he has a billion stuns. Yeah, he's still going to be a strength hero that the Timber does well against, but I think that Inner Circle have a path to victory. They have a lockdown for the puck during the early stages of the game, doom the Timbersaw every single time to bring him down, and I mean later on down the line, your doom will be a good counter to the Abaddon as well.
I'm just looking at my mustache, seeing if there's anything wrong with it. But I'm not gonna fall for it. I went for Inner Circle in game one. This time the draft looks better. TeamTea, I mean, I favor them. Especially once you get BKBs on the Inner Circle draft, like what is TeamTea gonna do? Like they've got nothing that goes through BKB, and they're very durable, tanky draft. But TeamTea just looks so much better, and they're not playing with a stand-in, so I'm gonna go for 2-0 for TeamTea.
I'm again gonna disagree with you. I mean, you are just basing it off of one stomp auto mode. It happens. People make mistakes.
Yes.
You lose the laning stage. You lose the game. Give the guys a break.
I mean, I'm just saying that with the stand-in, it's going to be a tough one. The game is paused, by the way, guys. So we are going to... Oh, okay. Not paused. And we are going to go in the game in a little bit. It is going to be Twisted Chakram for Timbersaw. I feel like Timbersaw is one of the best facet choices where both feel very, very viable. And I like that.
Yeah, probably. Let's focus on the game now. See how it's gonna go. Main thing that we're gonna discuss right now, of course, Automo, are the lanes. Any particular lanes that are gonna be fun?
Top lane for TeamTea could be pretty scary, right? This snap-fired Centaur, great combination of stuns and damage and slows, and you're up against an Abaddon, Chen. I feel like you could get a kill top lane. Bottom lane is also the same thing, though. Timbersaw, as well as the Hoodwink, is incredibly powerful. Up against the Doom and Enchantress, it's pretty solid. Oh, what a bushwhack.
Fernand's getting away, but that's going to be a very nice Fisher at Shigetsu. He is stuck. They're going to be reducing his armor. He doesn't have the Photic Shield, but he's going to be able to run away, and he's quite speedy. Yo, why? We'll get taken out. Warren gets the first blood for a buck. That's amazing. Penitence. You don't have your untouchable, so we're going to touch you until you die. Cut up that wheel, and Shigetsu will go to deny himself, not giving extra gold to anybody on the side of TeamTea. So Inner Circle, that's a good start.
As Nico also removes his observer ward that gave them the vision to allow that bushwhack to happen.
This is the just production. The logos are on the wrong side. Inner Circle is on Radiant, and TeamTea is on the Dire. There it is.
Yeah, see. A good start for them, and it's going to be also, I think, 3 bounty ruins going on for TeamTea as well. First blood, 3 bounty ruins, and extra kill. First blood for their mid laner, Warwick. It's very close to the bottle. Doesn't actually buy it straight out.
Do you? Sometimes I used to like for players to not buy a bottle but just get some stats, and I think he did that, right? He finished his wand, the full wand. That's actually a very smart thing. It used to be people would sometimes even just get a full null talisman and be like, okay, now I'm gonna win this lane. But I think because of the water runes, that the bottle is just way too valuable.
Yeah, it's a nice refill, right? Every 2 minutes, and you also guaranteed it, whereas before it used to be on one side or the other. And in a way, I kind of miss the old ruin system because it made things more active. Now that there's a water ruin, mid lanes don't move until 6 minutes. Before, 2-minute haste ruin. Okay, I guess I'll go gank.
2 minutes. If my puck is rotating, gank 2 minutes into the game, I'm reporting him. I don't care what he has. He can have haste, arcane, and an AD rune, and all of them together, and I still don't want him to do that.
Well, that's you. All right, I would love it if they did that.
Yeah,
So
if they're
far-
on the opposing team, so they're coming in and doing nothing.
So far, in terms of CS, everyone's doing well except Norma. Norma's not getting a whole lot of CS at the moment, and he is having his mana burned as well by Soneko. That Satyr convert for free is super annoying.
Very annoying. Warwick kills the courier. Did he get the bottle? He did, at least, but definitely looks like a solid start for Warwick. He's gonna get his bottle. Doesn't really need it, to be honest, with how well things are going for him. Oh man, he's just playing really, really well in this lane.
Yes.
That's the confidence that he got from the first blood for sure, kicking in.
He feels like he's styling on him, and Panda's kind of being very careful. So far, Cloud, he's doing well as well. Takes that 1 point reactive armor. This did get buffed. It used to be every hero attack gives. Whoa! Visit creep. Visit again.
Doesn't need it.
Oh.
Oh, Fernance, you need to be careful as well. She gets his probably not going to be chasing it, but he already said it that this centaur wasn't having a good start. This is even worse. Are we, Otomo, are we on the way to another stomp?
Not quite yet, you know. We're not there yet, but yeah, we might be heading in that direction in a little bit. Cloud at least is suffering. That's nice. But the 1 point the reactive armor used to be every hero hit gives you 3 charges. Now a hero hit gives you 4 charges. So you max out very quickly. 33% faster than before. Fernandez, he's alright.
There's gonna be Shigetsu that picks up the healing lotus. How did it work out on the bottom lane? It was the Doom that picked it up. So their inner circle got their victory, I guess.
Annoying lane to be in if you're inner circle. Flacco can't really harass Cloud that much because of reactive armor. And Doom, when he wants to go in last hit, he's like, oh, here, Whirling Death. Lovely. I don't want to deal with this.
But Infernal Blade, not the easiest spell to deal with. However, yeah, Yoa is definitely feeling the burn from those Whirling Deaths.
Look at this healing. He's got 10 health regen. Oh, Desire.
Oh, they want him. There's the healing lotus. Yoa will survive, and he does have a healing salve, so things are gonna be okay for him. But definitely pressure being applied. He is farming well, though. I mean, even better than that.
I mean, it is. It doesn't even. It's not like he has Devour either. These are just like legitimately earned creeps, not like the ones where you eat. You're like that's.
But if you use Devour, then it's not legitimately earned.
That's like you're cheating in a way, you know. As Norma trying to drag by himself, by the way. Fernandez is not the one doing it for him. Interesting.
Oh man, he converted the creep on Soneko, but it was stuck in between the creeps in the lane. So the ghost is now at like 20% HP because of that. Poor ghost. Oh,
Fernandez got the
There's
cookie.
the penitence. He gets to the low ground. Shigetsu is still thinking about chasing this one down. If he gets the initial hit slow, Fernandez, I don't know if he can escape.
There you go.
There's the slow. They really want him dead. And Shigetsu will finally give up on that one.
It is only level 1 Curse of Avernus. Level 2 he gives you that 15%. Level 1, 10. Not too much, you know. They were able to get that hit from like the ghost as well. It would have been more helpful.
If this was like 3 months ago, you would have the Orb of Corrosion. Desire looks very much dead. Cloud, he's going to do his best to protect him, which is not going to be enough. Deals a decent amount of damage to his opponents. Nothing too significant. And Inner Circle will get themselves another one.
Very nice kill for UI. You know, this Doom... I guess my worry is, though, I'm not sure how valuable this Doom is going to be early on compared to the Abaddon. But we'll see as... Ooh! Fernandez loses his life. Looks like Snake was able to chase him down with the creeps. Panda has level 6. We'll see if he's going to rotate as UI is looking at the Hand of Midas. I've seen different opinions on the carry Doom. Some people do go right-click. Others prefer to go for the more magic build, you know.
What's a more magic build? I haven't seen that at all.
I have. I remember Crystallis did in one of those games where he went like Octarine into Refresher or BKB and just focused on dooming people rather than right-clicking. They lost that game.
See? Yesterday I cast the mid lane gyro game. It was very fun. It was very fun. Enchantress in some trouble. He does have raindrops, so should be able to survive through this all. Even if the orb does connect, that should not be enough. He got him low enough for the orb to actually matter even through the raindrops. Pocket has 21 charges. Let's see if he can fight this Shaker, who does have level 6 and finally gets the mana for the Echo Slam to smash the puck. into the ground.
This is what I want to see from a mid laner who's standing in. I want him to play an independent hero, kind of, but a hero that can just do a lot by himself, like an Earthshaker. Ember can, for sure, but it does feel like Ember lacks a little bit of that damage and control that the Earthshaker provides. As 7 minutes wisdom, are they going for this on TeamTea? Can they steal it?
They're gonna try, but they're being pushed out with Panda coming over. This is a little bit too greedy for Shigetsu. Double was used. He's still running forward. As here comes Desire. They were baiting in. You don't have the Echo Slam. Aphotic Shield gonna be used. Panda think about turning around. There's gonna be an apple thrown out, so the Blood Grenade gonna be slowing them down a bit. But okay, that is a nice shot there coming out from Desire. However, still not enough for a kill. Shigetsu is not giving up. He really wants this one. Even with another Aphotic Shield, it's not gonna be enough. But here comes Warwick. How dare you kill me earlier? Where's the coil? There it is to finish him off. You killed him with an Echo Slam. I kill you with the coil in front of your base.
Diving past the tier 2, 7 minutes. Did you see what I did? Shigetsu puts the shield on Warwick, predicting that Warwick is going to dive in and pop the shield to the tower, which is insane. That is what you expect when a team has been together for so long. TeamTea, they are looking really good. Another crazy thing is look at the last hits on Norma. Only 19 at this point of the game. The net worth very much reflects that he is behind Soneko in terms of farm. 2.1k on each.
Well, there is going to be, speaking of Soneko, he is disconnected, so hopefully he does come back soon. He actually has a decent amount of gold. Soneko wants to go for drums first, so no mech. Makes sense, right? You're versus a Doom. You might not be able to get the heal off, so just make sure that you kill them faster. And the TeamTea, they did run over their opponents in the previous game. Drums is the item to do it again.
I think we also saw the same item come in the previous one from Flacco. Oh, Norma, there goes the bushwhack, and he's dead.
Team has his ulti, decides not to TP in, and he's ruined. He doesn't even have his Helm of the Dom, and he's behind the Chen in farm. This is not what you want from your offlaner.
Oh, look at that. They are trying to get some stacks off, but they know about this for TeamTea. They're stealing the large camp, leaving the Ancients, but that's a triple stack that they're going to be taking. Oh, they got most of it.
Yep.
They got
Panda, this is the ones that he wanted to echo with his next slam, and now he's getting it back, and he's not going to be able to farm towards his Blink Dagger. Definitely not as much as he wanted.
And you really need those creeps because they are echo-wable creeps, if that makes sense. Like, without them, you can't just echo the Ancients and kill them. You need those extra units for the damage.
You're right. You're right. The Doom is still at the top of the network chart. Yowai doing well, just like in the previous game, and his Midas is being delivered. So that gold of his will start to increase even more.
He also has Devil's Bargain. If he wants to sell the Hand of Midas to get the Radiance a bit faster later on, we'll see. This was nerfed. Used to be 90%, now it's 85%. Got a bit of gold lost.
Yeah, 15%. Considering it's a Midas, it's not gold loss, really, is it?
It used to be 19, now it's an extra 5. It adds up, it adds up.
Freaking math teachers.
I didn't teach math for that long. It was only like 3 months.
Who cares?
I got fired for the weirdest reasons. Shigetsu. Oh, ulti on.
Gotta
Doom
get doomed.
comes out.
His ulti will do nothing, and he's gonna try to run away, which will not be allowed. Yowai gonna be going for Soneko, and there he is, slowing him down. One more hit. Goodbye. Yowai gets himself a double kill, and he's gonna be at the top of the network chart now with a huge margin between him and number 2. Well, gonna be used. Norma taken out. Poor Norma. He just cannot get a break, even with the rotations of the Doom. It still ends up being a 2 for 2.
It's still something that you're very happy about your inner circle. If you're losing kind of your least valuable core right now, and you're getting a big kill on the enemy carry, because Shigetsu's not gonna scale as well as Flacco. Okay.
They want him dead. Bushwhack misses. Cloud still coming forward. The Twisted Chakram completely off the mark. Flacco just doesn't care. He has 16-1 charges. I think he should give up on this one, Cloud. You don't even have the mana, so he will.
He's also got the Cobalt Cup, extra 10% movement speed. He's like, yeah, he's making it out. So, Harry, do you like the current neutral item system compared to the old one?
I I like the system. I don't like the current neutral items. Let's put it that way. I think there were better ones.
Yeah, it feels the same way to me. It's become, maybe we just need new ones or buffs or whatever. But I feel like almost every game I'm taking the exact same ones. Like I never take the tier 3 one that reduces Jido pollen bag. I've never seen anyone take it. No one.
Okay, it's okay. I've seen the pollen bag, but Sister Shroud, dumb.
Is the best,
right?
Yeah.
The
Or Dorm with Curio, or Sister Shroud. Is
I'm
tier
okay
1.
with Curio. I'm fine, right? So you want to buff something else later on. That's okay. But then for the tier 5 items, I love the enchantments. I hate like Helm of the Undying. What the hell is that? I'm not so sure, but I like the idea. There's not a lot of them. It's less RNG.
Oh,
Cloud in trouble. Will be taken out. Desire. Stampede used. They want him dead. Maybe finally the Centaur will contribute a little bit to his team. There's the slow with the enchant. He's gonna have a bushwhack soon, and he does get the connection onto the Doom that probably will be enough to survive. Not if the Shaker has something to say about it. He doesn't have the shard. Desire is running away. He just wants to smack him once, and it's gonna be the creeps that finish him off. I don't know if that was intentional or he just forgot that he's gonna be passing through them.
At the same time, Seneko is very farmed. They take the mid-tier 1. It's not like TeamTea is getting nothing out of this. Inner Circle definitely a lot more active than the previous game, which is what we want to see. I would be... What is Gaben saying in terms of percentage? He is 50-50 exactly.
I don't know why it's green. Usually it's like both are gray because of it. Onto the Shaker they go. Kisses will be used. He didn't cancel it out. Doom gonna be used. A disaster for TeamTea for sure. This Puck is not getting out even with the Aphotic Shield. A couple more hits and he will die. The OI coming in. Puck is gonna try to do as much damage as he can before he kicks the bucket. Will be a 2-for-1 at the moment because the Whirling Death lands on Panda and that's gonna be enough to take him out. TeamTea, every single fight that this Doom comes in and uses his ulti is the one they lose.
Yeah, it's looking really good for UI in this game, and he is not far from the Radiance. He could sell his Midas and buy a Sacred Relic right now if he wants to. He bought the the Talisman of Evasion early on.
He's gonna wait to use it at least once more, right?
Yeah, that's what I feel like. I don't know if he really needs it like the Radiance right now. They're winning fights without the Radiance anyway.
Yeah, Doom players are gonna know if with the Radiance you farm faster than with the Midas. Might not be the case, right? I've seen people just retain the Radiance and then when they're buying the secondary items, then they're selling the Midases because those secondary items don't give you farming capability.
Yep. I think you can keep it for now. Meanwhile, Centaur's going for Blade Mail. I haven't seen a Blade Mail Centaur in a while. As Norma, slow down.
Sharpshooter. Gonna use the Stampede and that should be enough to survive. He gets himself away. Meanwhile, there was Coil in the backlines keeping the Doom and the Snapfire at bay. Warwick making sure that happens. So, despite Inner Circle looking better in this game in particular here, Ottomo, they still lost all of their tier 1s and he did sell the Midas for the Radiance.
I like how we think alike, because I also looked at it, the moment I saw that, I was like, is it up? They also get the double wisdom. Gotta say, I love these fights. Yes, Inner Circle's been winning, but getting double wisdom shrines at 40 minutes, I feel like is the biggest advantage in the game so far. Meanwhile, Shigetsu should also have his Radiance finished up once he gets these creeps. A bit of a steal. I think he only got one, though, for Nans in that situation.
So how do you feel about the current state of the game? Do you think TeamTea have an advantage because those towers have fallen? Or do you think they needed to have more, considering the drafts of the teams?
I feel like Inner Circle is in a decent spot at the moment. You know, they're 2,000 gold behind. This is a Doom with Midas, though, so 2,000 gold behind is a little bit more. But your Doom is farmed, the enemy team is not running over you. What happens next is what matters, because TeamTea, they gets the Radiance on the Abaddon. This is go time for them.
Let's see if he wants to go or does he want to farm. Those are still the options for Shigetsu for now. He's attacking creeps in the jungle, but still needs his team to connect. They will be losing a Hoodwink around the mid lane. That's even without the Echo Slam.
Oh, do you see where he dies? Do you see the comic or whatever it is? Sorry, the picture that's being drawn.
Yeah, the buff boy.
That's very cool.
Stampede, Doom, goodbye. You're not healing at all on the Abaddon, and it's so hard to play the Abaddon versus a Doom. It's kind of dumb.
And what's kind of dumb is the way this game is now 10-10. In their circle, they are in firm control. And I mentioned I didn't see the blade mail much, but in a game like this, against a Timber Saw, you activate the blade mail, you just walk into him and say, hey, do use your spells, I don't care. Oh!
Fernandes gets taken out. Nicely done by Desire. When you say 10-10, do you mean about the strongest Naruto character in the world?
Oh yeah, 10-10 is the best. Can he get a coil? Can he? Oh,
Yeah, he's not even
no.
gonna try. He has that shield rune on the puck, so he wants to be a little bit more aggressive, but it seems in the end you're only gonna be getting the supports. Nice disengage from inner circle just in time.
Flacco manages to... I mean, they bring down Flacco, but that's about it. I think Warwick didn't see him, right? That's probably it. He's like, There's that tiny animation when you throw out the dream coils, always risky. Look at that. Whoa.
Yeah, I did. I didn't know Toronto Tokyo was that buff, to be honest.
Me neither. And I was like, my God, that man looks like he eats the gym, you know, just because he eats the metal the whole day. Okay, but probably not what he does.
I hear Mortimer's kisses.
I
see a dead shaker. So global, the hand of God being used.
The Doom
So
is in trouble.
Doom doesn't have his ulti. They're coming forward. Chakram off the mark. Warwick coming forward. He's gonna be applying that Witch Blade. Not enough to slow him down. Enough, but they're still chasing.
There's
Warwick has the blink and he
Shigitsu.
has the kill. Shigetsu's coming from the other side. He wanted the revenge because this guy's been killing him. They're gonna be cutting down the trees.
Oh.
Fernandes like, I'm free, but no, Dobby was free. But we all know what happened next.
He lived happily ever after, right?
Yeah, with a knife to the heart.
Oh, poor guy. Centaur is now looking to go for the pipe. I like it.
If you tell me now that you didn't watch Harry Potter, I'm never gonna talk to you again.
I watched and read Harry Potter.
Okay, thank you. It's because every single time, like, did you watch this movie? You're like, no. This would be a bit too much, I feel.
No, Harry Potter. And I gotta say, I like the earlier movies more than the later ones because they were close to the books.
And they were more magical, right? You're coming to this
Yeah.
magical world. They're learning spells. I actually can't wait for the series. I hope they do a good job. I feel like they did a good job casting, especially Harry Potter. He looks like the pictures from the books, basically.
Yeah, the first one, everything was colorful. And there's like these magic candies and stuff like that. And it was cool. Then later on, it just becomes everything's dark.
Yeah,
can't
yeah,
say
it's very dark, right? This dark wizard is coming to kill you. I get it. It turned from a kid's story to a murderous psychopath wants to kill you. I guess you have to finish some way.
Well, let's see who's going to be finishing this one victorious. I don't think that was the fissure he was looking for Panda. Misses out on a kill on Tsuneko.
Unfortunately, he doesn't get the connection. He's going for a Kayasha on the Shaker. So
Standard.
already has a shard. Yeah, it's pretty standard. Some games I feel like the Shakers though should get a BKB. This is not one of them. I think this one he can keep himself back. But there are some games where like this Shaker needs a BKB and they still go for a Kayasha and then they suffer.
Tsuneko has a mech, by the way. It's like, yeah, sure, you can do one guy, but Black disappears. Goes for a Sentry Ward and loses his life. Yeah, I like it. Tsuneko goes for the mech. He's like, it's still good healing. You're gonna do only one guy. As Lotus Orb comes out from the Timber Saw, a good way to reflect the Doom itself as well.
Radiant are scanning.
But you know, it's not super easy to get it on the Doom or Omni Slash or the sort of abilities. You usually just put it on the guy and hope for the best.
There's gonna be a smoke now. Let's see where TeamTea are gonna be going to.
I wonder what Fernand's doing. There's no allies nearby. He's just kind of by himself. There's no one here. No vision. I guess he wants to. Is he gonna try to snipe the Tormentor? He's thinking maybe they're gonna go at Torment 20. I'll be able to throw some kisses. Bold.
Like you?
No, I'm bald. He is bold. He's brave.
Okay.
Yes.
I apologize. They didn't find anybody, but it's still gonna
There
be
you
a
go.
Tormentor play. Is he gonna try?
He is.
Imagine if he kills all of them.
That would be insane. All right, here we go. He's got the vision. Here it comes.
Northeast kisses, he doesn't get it.
Okay.
And now you die for your sins. Desire is already charging up that sharpshooter, which will go straight through the heart for the grandma, and he will bleed out. Warwick, in the end, is the one who picks up the last hit.
I gotta say, I'm not sure what Fernand was thinking of that one. That was a very low percentage play. and you give them an extra kill, and you lose the ward, which is not a big deal, the ward itself. But if it had worked, it would have been really cool for sure. But it's like 1 in 100 that he would have
I
gotten anything
know.
out of that.
One in 6-7 for sure.
6-7.
Yeah.
I guess. Okay, if I do, it's 1 in 100. If he does it, it's 1 in 6-7.
Nah, you're not giving yourself enough credit. Mortis kisses are actually a pretty high damage still, but maybe you should have gone with the scatter blast. To be honest, probably would have been an easier thing to connect with. But okay, either way, a 6k goal lead for Team T. They're in a good spot. However, the Doom is still at the top of the network chart. I'm still very much afraid because everybody on Team T is scaling, especially this freaking Chen.
That is the scariest part. Did he get? I believe he's the one who got the Tormentor.
Shard,
Yes, he
yep.
did. Yep. Now you can get yourself the big creeps if you want, the Golem, the Dragon, and things like that. It is going to be, I believe, right-click Doom on UI. He's going for BKB. We'll see afterwards. Oh, he does have, of course, the Wolf. Not as good as it used to be, as you mentioned. It was 30%. Now it's 20%. So not
Was
that
the
great.
critical chance also 30%?
No, it was also. I think it was the same. It was the pack leader's aura that got nerfed. But I will check because I have been wrong before.
I've never heard that in my life, Otomo. It's nice to be accepting, but to be honest, you are right 95% of the time, and that's good enough for me.
Oh, you're such a nice guy. No, they actually increased the critical damage. It used to be. Oh, whoa! These are very old patch notes. My God.
Do you use AI for this?
No, I don't use AI for this. Oh God, I hope the AI bubble bursts soon, man.
I don't know, man. There's too many stuff and too many people are using them, so I don't think so.
Let me ask ChatGPT if if the AI is gonna go anytime soon.
Like now, from what I saw, they're Tesla driverless taxis.
Yes.
And now they even have a sloth mode where it's like, okay, drive like a grandpa, and then it goes really, really slow, and you're just enjoying the ride.
Well, Panda's not enjoying the ride.
Much longer than that, Inner Circle, because the 23-minute mark is passing right now.
Almost 1,000 gold from that kill. And again, most of it going to Yawai, who is just giga farmed right now. He has kept his hand of Midas. We were wondering if we're going to get rid of it or not, but he's like, nope, I'm just going to keep it for as long as possible.
He's selling it and rebuying it always, as far as I saw.
That's true. I mean, he did sell it at one point.
Well, what's next, Otomo? What are you gunning for now with Team T? You've got the Sages. Can you take down the Tier 2s?
Tier 2s, yes. I'm looking if there's any big item. There's a Lincoln Sphere finished on the puck, which means that dooming him becomes a lot harder right now. Abaddon, you mentioned Aegis, the Manta. Desire has his Shard, which is insanely powerful. Looks like they might be waiting possibly for Cloud's BKB, only 500 gold away, but they can just push if they want to. Cloud is the best person to actually doom at the moment.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Probably, but they didn't really address this this Timber throughout the game. I think they haven't killed him as many times as you would probably like to.
They killed him once. He is top lane.
Stampede used, coil to stop him, they get the kill. Meanwhile, bottom lane, the tower does fall, and they're also fighting the Doom right now, trying to force out his BKB. They're gonna be able to do it, but he's surrounded by 4 heroes. He needs to be careful, of course, from the Timber. He doesn't take any damage in that BKB. As nice TP out there from the Enchantress as well. Still a victory for Team T. Kill, tower, 9-second BKB. Doesn't get much better than that.
It could be 2 kills and 2 towers.
I knew you were gonna say that. Yeah, that's like when they get first blood, 3 runes and stuff. And like they could have gotten 5 kills and 4 runes, right? Yeah, I know, but that's a little bit unrealistic.
True. In the meantime, that was as good as it gets for Team T in a situation like that. But I'm still looking at UI and being very impressed with his net worth. He is keeping his team competitive which is insane. As on the other side, they finish up the pipe, they finish up the soul crest, so there's a lot of damage mitigation coming out on their side, and there's no dispels to remove it. What is the Chen army? Oh, he's got the Centaur Corsair, which gives you a little bit of that magic resistance aura. I like this one quite a lot.
Yep, they removed it. The potato used to give the magic resistance as well, and not any longer.
It's 14%, by the way. That's more than a pipe. Pipe gives you what, 8?
Yep.
So it's nearly twice as good as a pipe.
And he's gonna have the pipe as well, right? So you're gonna have that 400 magic barrier as well. Big deal. Inner Circle are gonna have some damage issues soon, especially during the duration of this Aegis when you cannot doom the Abaddon and kill him.
They have 48 magic resistance just with this, by the way. It's 40. Oh, here we go. Jump in.
They want to kill him there, and then doom him afterwards. The Linken's here to protect him. Blink out, of course. You're not taking any damage during your borrowed time. Gonna be fine.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
He gets to the... Oh, he wanted to throw the Doom, but even then it would have been weird because he has the Aegis and you don't want to waste it like that. Inner Circle in a very tough position when it comes to taking these fights. Not quite sure how they're going to be able to tackle them.
They just got scanned in their triangle, so TeamTea know that they're there.
You know, the damage issues are becoming very real, right? Like the pipe, the Chen heal, the mech, and we talked about these auras. It's quite worrisome for Inner Circle how they're going to kill someone. Doom is great, but you do one guy, you kind of have to hope the other people are going to be, you know, wiped out by an Echo Slam or something. Oh, he's wiped out.
Flacco is gone. Poor guy. TeamTea are just calling everything in this game, and Inner Circle, they just never got off in this draft either. It's not a complete stomp, but it feels like they were never really ahead. There's a BKB, Doom on the Abaddon. He still has the Aegis. You're definitely gonna happen. And now his ulti comes back. This is the worst possible thing. They're gonna try to escape there with the Stampede, but with the Coil, they're not gonna be allowing it. Yeah, we do see you, my friend. You're underneath the Sentry, so the Glimmer Cape is not gonna be as valuable as you wanted it to be, as they're chasing for more. Grandma wants to run away, but surrounded by enemy heroes, he doesn't get out. The damage is just enough. They didn't have stuns, but they had the right click, and it's gonna be enough to get the kill. So 2 for 0, you used your Doom, and now TeamTea can most definitely go for a push. Oh, Shigetsu going for Flacco, who pops the drums. He's pretty speedy, and let's see how far he can get. Well, super far away because Shigetsu's not going to be chasing.
It has a straighted Shiv. That's actually quite nice for the Enchantress. Some extra damage for the team that you might be able to, you know, throw out. Unfortunately, he doesn't have the shard, and he doesn't have a Hurricane Pike yet to actually dish out this damage, but Inner Circle has made some very bold decisions. That move...
He does look that way.
Oh, in the meantime,
Shigetsu gonna be pushing. That's gonna be the last outer tower. Without the Doom, you cannot really stop him. And he also now has an Orchid, so if your BKBs are not up, which, I mean, you only have one off, then you're just gonna die.
Woke up on... Oh! Shigetsu!
He did pop his ulti quite nicely. He's gonna have to blink out, and we'll be safe. But Shrek does connect on the edge of it. Fernandez in the backline did die. Boomerang flies out. Nothing to follow it up. But they're still pushing back the backline of Inner Circle, so they cannot assist.
They're worried about the Doom being up, and it actually just come up this second. So TeamTea not giving away. Oh, what's this?
It's a dead hero.
It is. I hear the coil.
Onto the Doom. Thinking about forcing out his BKB. They're not going to be able to do it just yet, and YY will be safe. Warwick has to back out.
Nice big kill for them. I do think that at this point of the game, like once we're in the 30 minutes, draft-wise, I would be much happier to play on Inner Circle's draft than TeamTea. Because you have these 3 very tanky cores, the Abaddon's damage starts to fall off a little bit, the auras from the Chen are a little bit less useful. You know, it does shift slightly in Inner Circle's favor. Not
is that part of the game here, or is it only coming?
Yet, but it's definitely not here yet when this guy dies. Oh. Oh, by the way,
are you cheering for him?
Having fun, poor fella.
There's an A on disc for the shaker. People are no longer keeping this disassembled. There's the backpack and then put it in. So it's that simple. You still need to right click and then unlock.
Yeah.
Is there even a, I don't think there's a hotkey for unlocking items, if I'm not mistaken. Abaddon making serious to protect him, but he didn't get doomed. He didn't pop the BKB on the doom. He's gonna do it now and die either way. Shigetsu will be surviving through that one. This is a disaster for Inner Circle. They have to bail, they have to run, and there's a big healing Lotus on Desire. Just comes back to full. Norma, oh, you want to escape? He's gonna be fed a cookie, so that's gonna be fine. He might be able to get himself out. Same is true for the Snapfire. And now looking towards Panda. His A on disc will not save him. It was already popped, and he will go down.
2 down for nothing in return. And again, this jump on Shigetsu, super risky, and they keep doing it. They're, right, where's the fight? Right next to Tormentor. Who's going to be picking it up this time is going to be Warwick. Very nice.
Big shot.
20 damage on every hit is very nice. As well, of course.
Was it more? Was it like 24?
It was 34. It was 35.
What the? Yeah, I remember that. I know when I saw it, I'm like, there's no way that this works. It was you and me casting. And I was like, yeah, it has to be only on the phase shift. This is a bit more fair.
It was like on every attack, and we were like, what, that like damage potential of 1400 gold giving you 35 magic damage per hit was insane. The DPS increase. As well, doesn't look like the Bushwhack lands, but it's still TeamTea very happy.
Pushing forward, Doom is gonna be up in 30 seconds, so this might be the time to reset a bit and start looking towards that second Roche.
What are we looking at on the other side? Yoai's got an Echo Saber, by the way, on this German. He's working towards a Satanic. We did talk about the GD Poland bag, and guess what? Norma takes it on the Centaur. In a game like this, with a lot of heals, it's not bad, actually. I mean, I don't like it, but this is the best case scenario.
Why don't you like it? It's not that bad of an item.
I know, it's just weird to use. I always forget to use. I jump in and, oh, Fernand's dead. Fernand's buys back. The fight, this is a big fight, maybe.
Yeah, I don't want to fight. Gonna be coming forward and Stampede to run away. That is gonna be a Centaur surviving, Hand of God being used. They want to save their Hoodwink once again, and they will not be able to do it this time around. Going in, now they're gonna be jumping in onto the Shaker. No way on this, and very soon there's not gonna be a life on him. He will be surviving there. Solar Crest as well. No, they miss on the Whirling Death. Doom goes in. He's going to be getting the Doom off onto the puck, it seems. He needs to get away, but the Mortimer's Kisses will not allow it. Coming forward to do as much damage as possible. Nice stun on the Centaur, but she gets to pop his ulti. They are staying next to the Fissure, so everybody's just going to continue getting stunned if you do not move away every single time you use the Enchant Totem. There it is. He does stop the chain from Cloud, but he's going to be going for another one. That Bloodthorn is doing a lot of damage. Soul Rend not going to be enough for a kill. The Enchantress lives. Buyback from Cloud. Buyback from Norma, actually. He does want to come back into the fight, and he won't be able to catch anybody. In the end, TeamTea, they should still be considered the victor here because the gold lead is still increasing. Those buybacks, they do hurt you.
They do. Look, oh, poor Norma. He uses the buyback, his net worth goes. He tries to get a jump. Sees Shigetsu, is like, I don't really want to jump on him, even though he blinks on top of him, and then they just go out. And the same thing with Panda. Oh, okay. Cloud's tanky.
Go in. Cloud is taking a lot of damage.
Too much damage.
Yep.
Another.
Where's their vision? He will get broken there by the sharpshooter, but the Glimmer Cape did soak up most of that damage. He'll still go down. 100 seconds on the silence. Bushwhack onto the Shaker. He doesn't have his A on this. He's not gonna have his life. He's standing his ground. The 4-step is there. He's like, can somebody help me? No, but TeamTea are gonna be talking like the mass. Somebody stop me, or somebody stop us, because we are not done until all of you are dead.
That was unfortunate. The fight at the base, you can be like, okay, at least Inner Circle got something, but they used buybacks for it. Now that's a dieback on Norma. His net worth has plummeted way behind. I mean, I say way behind Snake with 500 gold, but he's an offlaner. As Shigetsu is just going to town on this tower. Doom is coming up very soon, 10 seconds away. He does have a TP scroll as well, but I don't know if UI can do this by himself.
They probably should have went for Roche, would have been a safer play, but I always respect ballsy approaches.
Same.
Tier 3 gone. Going for the melee racks.
And if you go for Roche, Norma would probably be up by the time you actually push. So they do feel like there's a good chance for them to take a numerical advantage in the fight.
Radiant's middle
Oh,
Oh,
let's see if Inner Circle want to fight at all. Their Shaker is gonna be coming back in 5 seconds. He has his A on this. He has his ulti. Refresher, not even close, but he does want it. It's in his quick buy. That's gonna be tower gone. They didn't force out the glyph. So Inner Circle, nice job holding on to that one.
Oh, Desire gets killed. I think that was a Doom used on him, by the way.
Yep. This should be now a free Roche. I don't know how you can fight this Abaddon without the Doom.
I think Inner Circle we're probably going to give that Roche away anyway. So getting that, a nice kill on the Hoodwink. By the time she's up, they have Aegis. You should have
this
Doom
is such
again.
a cool play. They waited for the Roche to roar and just started running towards the opponents. Panda, he does have that A on this. Not an easy target. Cloud coming in with his Aghanim Scepter. Stampede used to try to run away. Panda, nice fissure there to keep them at bay. And follow up Enchant Totem stun will slow down TeamTea enough. No Stampede though. No Doom. Does this mean that you can now finally walk into that pit? There is an AD rune on the bottom lane.
That was pretty smart from both sides. Inner Circle saying, hey, we're 5, therefore we can contest Roche. That's a whole hero gone off the map. And TeamTea is like, all right, let's see if we can actually catch them before they join us in that fight. At the end of TeamTea, they make the wise play of just saying, let's just kill Roche. Let's not play any more games. And Aegis on Shigetsu again, doing him super not worth it. Look at that farm. Just comes in, cleans house. 1,000 gold right there.
Approaches the Abyssal Blade. He pretty much almost has it.
Has a Bloodthorn, a Blink as well. Flacco, could have gotten that double bounties. Would have been a nice bit of gold for his team. Cloud
Better
is...
to live. Like, screw your 1,000 gold.
That's because you're a core player. As a support, we want to go and get the...
I'm a support player, my friend. As Panda is very much dead from what I'm seeing here, and he will get taken out.
Might need that BKB you talked about. This Aeon Disc is not putting in the work he needs.
I don't think he has the luxury for it. He has to get this refresher if they ever want to win. You need the double echo, you need the double fissure.
We haven't mentioned this, but I know we said that Enchant has serrated shift, but he's also got the Vast, the extra attack range on it. And not far away from the Hurricane Pike. Flacco, no joke, could be the key to victory.
If he doesn't die in a second. Which he will.
That is definitely a big condition of the key to victory, surviving, you know?
Did he bot out? Did he get the... No, he doesn't have the Pike yet. He is close though, 200 gold away.
Could sell the magic wand if he wants to, honestly. I feel like, just go for it, buddy. Pana's planted. This top's gonna drop. They're not gonna defend it.
They have a glyph, so they're gonna fight bottom. Abyssal Blade, Bloodthorn, double Force Staff to save their buddy. Sharpshooter off the mark. Shigetsu is taking those impetuses like a boss. Gonna get pulled in, want him dead, moves around, has his ulti, gonna get Force Staffed out. Nice double stun, double coil as well. Break it immediately. They want him dead. Nice Force Staff away. Abaddon still has his ulti. It should pop right now. There it is. He's getting healed quite a lot, as well as the Hand of God coming into play. Doom still available. He doesn't want to use it just yet. He wants to find the perfect target, but the perfect target is not presenting itself.
One thing I'm surprised Flacco hasn't done is take any of the Abaddon illusions and make them his own. You can still do that. I'm surprised that when the Mantis popped, he's not taking it for himself. The push continues.
Shigetsu is caught. He doesn't have his ulti at the moment. Age is still up. He's gonna be getting the burrow time back in only 40 seconds, so he needs to wait a little bit. Doom is laying in wait, but he doesn't have a BKB. Satanic is ready though. That should help you stay alive. Big in, Shigetsu. Be dropping down Lotus Orb, preemptively used. They're not gonna have it now. They need to Lincoln Sphere him immediately, and that's not gonna be happening since he uses the Manta, goes forward. Doom can't do much. Echo Slam onto the 3 of them. Doesn't do much either because there was no follow-up. Warwick, coil in the back lines. He does have the Doctoring Core. That's why he had another coil right now. This is a never-ending fight as Cloud coming forward. Fernandez has the Force Staff to protect himself. And the Shaker, that's Neon Disc finally popped. His defensive items no longer exist. And Shigetsu pushing forward. He does have the ulti, but he needs to bail. The Doom could very easily kill him if he's not careful.
A decent hold so far, but
Then from the Doom, he's gonna get stunned up. And he wanted to use the Doom, but the ulti from Shigetsu turns around. they do have the Stampede to run themselves away. They still have the Doom. There's no ulti on Shigetsu. Lincoln Sphere is popped there. Buck trying to protect him there for the time being. Yoa still finding an opportunity. He will get caught, but nice or bad tree cut coming out there. Sharpshooter off the mark. Zayr doesn't get the connection. TeamTea, they will be getting themselves out for now.
Yeah, that was a very long fight for them. And TeamTea, reminder, that started with them taking the top set of barracks. So they're still very happy with the way that Aegis went on Shigitsu. But overall, Inner Circle, they hold. They keep the Doom, the Doom spell available as well if they want to go for a smoke now. Do they have any? They do. They do have one on the Snapfire. Fernandez, I think they'll pop the smoke and try and find someone.
Let's see if that's going to be the play.
Ah, not a bad hold at all, honestly. And a big part of it is the Enchantress sitting back and actually throwing some decent damage in these engagements.
And Yoai being so conservative with his Doom usage, he understands, if I use the Doom and it goes badly, we're screwed, right? It's the only thing that's kind of keeping this Abaddon from just running at us and killing every single one of our heroes.
It's a lot like a black hole or a chronosphere, right? The moment it's down, you know how bad the situation is. But until it's down, you're like, this could be a 5-man black hole, 5-man chrono. So we can't be too aggressive in the way we play. And UI has been doing that very nicely. He is going for Refresher Orb. Oh, that's fine. I think he's got enough like damage items that a double Doom, double BKB, double Satanic would be insane. Meanwhile, I think the Earthshaker as well, Panda, not too far from his own... refresher up, about 1,000 gold only.
I really don't like this Doom taunt that he is not that good at playing the guitar. We all know that the Devil is like the big metal fan, and he in every single movie about music, Devil is like amazing.
Yes.
At his playing, and then you have this Doom who is, I don't know, it sounds at the best like a slap bass line, but it should be like, you know, the classic metal riff.
You know,
Yep.
But I don't. It's not my favorite taunt either. I don't like the one where the Abaddon and the horse jump and they start clapping. I'm like, that's weird.
Oh, there's a refresher now on the Shakers. You're gonna have to be dealing with 2 Echoes, 2 Aeon Discs as well. Stampede to run away. Roche is gonna be up in 3 minutes plus whatever Dota gives us.
3 to 6 minutes is going to be the Roche timer here. As Inner Circle, they do reveal that they have a refresher orb. Oh no, Centaur actually, Earthshaker didn't whip it when he jumped in. Very clever. As Agam Sector finished on the puck as well.
Does he have level 25? Yeah, just got it.
Gets both. How does he get both Shrines of Wisdom? I think he got them both at the same time. Either way.
Well, they're going forward. Saneko running away. They're looking towards this Timbersaw, but he's got the Aghanim Scepters quite up. Abaddon goes forward. He's up to level 25, so he does have enough attack speed, trying to finish off the Enchantress. Soul Rend comes in. He gets him down. We're talking about Yoai has been caught, has the Satanic, needs the fight right now. Pops the Satanic, and somebody to hit. He's gonna doom the Squirrel. Nobody cares about the Squirrel. That's gonna be it. Without his buyback and without his ulti, Inner Circle are gonna be helpless to defend when TeamTea come into their base, and this is where they're going. Fernandez is doing his best to escape, but he doesn't have a TP, and very soon he will not have his life. Luckily, at least he has saved the money for the buyback.
Yeah, but without buyback on Doom, what are you really gonna do here? And it's not like he's close to it, by the way. He's 1,800 gold away from the buyback. That's gonna be, I don't know, 12 bounty ruins. A whole minute without your carry, but the enemy team does not have a puck. So TeamTea might say, you know what, 1 buyback? Maybe that's good enough for us. Although I'm looking at the bottom racks and they seem pretty determined to take those racks.
Yeah, good enough for them is to get Mega Creeps, and now Inner Circle, they are, if they lose this game, they're eliminated. They're playing versus Mega Creeps. They're 30k goal behind. The odds are pretty much stacked against them, and now even a Hex comes out for the Timbersaw, so another big item for TeamTea.
Gaben's giving 13% for Inner Circle, which is pretty crazy. You know, I like
he's very generous, a generous god.
Ever since he started buying yachts, he's been a lot kinder to the losing team. As Fernandez loses about half of his health. You know what? Up in about 10 seconds. No Warwick. Panda is in the top lane, but he does have a TP scroll available, I imagine, if he wants to go back.
And there's
There
the
you go.
Lotus returning the Hex, so we got 2 piggies. Christmas is approaching, Panda. That's sorry, Otmo. That's what we want.
Aram!
Yeah, you don't need it. Yeah, you're right. Well,
But looks like TeamTea, they're eating them alive at the moment. Did you see the Echo come out in the previous fight? Because I didn't, and I just looked at it, I was like, oh, okay.
Doom on the Abaddon. He wants his ulti to pop as late as possible.
break.
Oh no, he has level 25 in the Doom. You get broken.
Yeah.
Haha, your ulti doesn't work. Okay. Is this... Are they... Imagine if they win the game now because of this. Because this is pretty much the biggest counter that you can have to the Abaddon.
Yes. I mean, right? Yeah, there's nothing he can do about it. There, if he gets doomed, pretty insane there from your wife for picking it up and getting to level 25. The thing is, you're still up at mega creeps. Someone's gonna have to defend. You're only gonna leave the base in the 4 versus 5 situation. But Panda does have boots of travel, I believe, on this Earthshaker, so he can push out a lane. You know, push out a little bit. You can then group up and take a tower or even a barracks mid. Yawai did not go for the refresher orb, by the way. He finished a swift blink instead. He's hexed. This Doom's in trouble. He's in a lot of
They're
trouble.
going for him. The coil is there. Let's see with the Satanic what he can do. He needs to find targets. Impetus is flying in, not really doing all that much. He broke the coil. The puck is doing a lot of damage, but they have the Stampede to pull him out. No, not enough. So Nako, his right click is the one that ends him, and he still doesn't have the buyback. The Devil's Bargain isn't something that you should be signing in your life. Your Hurricane Pike takes Cloud away. Here it comes at the end of the rainbow, my friend. But there's not gold there for the Enchantress Cloud. He doesn't take any of that damage. Let's see, the Tsar trying to get out. Hand of God being used. Everybody on the side of TeamTea is going to be very, very healthy. You can't say the same for your circle. Flacco, he's doing his best, but his impetuses really aren't hurting anyone. And now, finally, again, he's going to be cut. That might be some meat Otamo that we will eat.
Yes.
Desire tries to get onto
there
the
you go.
high ground. He gets there but dies. Either way, Panda next on the menu cannot escape. Warwick will kill him with the waning rift. Now onto the Enchantress they go. And finally Shigetsu's back. He has been long dead. He's been dead long enough. As Warwick will get a triple kill. Heroes are buying back. Let's see. Roche or ending the game, which is going to be the
Roche.
call. It seems that Shigetsu says, this Doom, too much of a counter for me. I need the extra life.
Imagine 40,000 gold. They're like, we still need a little bit more. As they do pause. It says, all right, apparently it's a misclick. Okay.
How do you misclick an F9? Just I don't understand this. I would never. I would say like call him
there
out.
you go, he has pause
Oh,
on
has a
zero.
pause on O.
Oh, no.
How do you miss an O? How do you misclick an O still?
And I think it's the 0. It's like right below the F9. It happens. This guy is a pro player, alright? Don't question him. Alright, the good thing is, Yawai is going to show up and he's going to have his Doom. The bad thing is that you can't actually Doom Shigetsu. It's not going to be worth it. They will
you have to kill him once and then doom him, but then he doesn't have the ulti, so it's... I don't know, man. It's a hard one.
Oh.
They're gonna go towards the Centaur, get the Hex on him, try to kill him. He will pop the Stampede. That coil is still going, but the coil does break. Still not enough for a kill. They will heal him enough. Yowai on the menu. Missile Blade being used. Echo Slam there. And the Doom onto the Puck. They do force him out. But Snako, sorry, the Puck still looks like he's gonna die. Warwick, nothing you can do about it. Goes for a buyback. They want to end this right here, right now. Let's see if you're gonna have for a buyback this time around. No, the Devil's Bargain. The gold is a bit too much. Even though he has saved something up, level 25 Doom is never gonna have enough for that one. Glyph is available, but look at that. Shigetsu going ham onto the throne as impetuses are flying onto Cloud. He is pushing Flacco away. They call GG. They are disconnecting some of their heroes. TeamTea are going through, and Inner Circle are out of the tournament.
Much better game too from Inner Circle, but unfortunately their run ends here. They take 4th place in the tournament, 2,000 USD into pocket, which is nice for them, but this is going to give TeamTea, guaranteed top 3. They are going to have an hour break until they go out against Esports, but it was such good timing because Panda was 40 seconds away from having his refresher orb. He has refresher orb available, but not Echo Slam. And he's like, I don't want to use Refresher to get Echo Slam, but he had to do that when the